You are looking at the Montgomery Ward's Mobile TV 1. Before we start, if you like the videos and you would like to see more, please consider subscribing. If you want to be notified as soon as I post a new video, click the bell icon. Now back to the Mobile TV 1. The Mobile TV 1 is an analog television receiver. The left front of the set is the CRT or Cathode Ray Tube. Many mobile TVs from this era operated at 60 fields a second. Without proper documentation, meaning a schematic, I will assume this operates at the same frequency. There are 5 dials on the lower right half of the front of the set. They are auto, tint, color, contrast, and brightness. Auto is a modified power switch. Tint controls the color spectrum of the image. Color controls the color saturation of the image. Contrast controls the separation between light and dark areas of the image. Brightness controls the intensity of the overall image. It operated on 3 bands, which were low frequency, high frequency, and ultra high frequency. VHF low frequency covered channels 2 through 6, or 54 megahertz to 82 megahertz. VHF high frequency covered channels 7 through 13, or 174 megahertz to 210 megahertz. UHF, or ultra high frequency band, covered channels 14 through 83, or 470 megahertz to 884 megahertz. Note, channel 37 is reserved for radio astronomy, and there are no TV stations assigned to it. This channel is used to look for aliens or intelligent life on other worlds. This is the frequency that the Big Bang resonates on. On the left side of the set are adjustments for horizontal hold, vertical hold, degauss, and focus. Horizontal hold controls the left and right movement of the image, though that doesn't actually explain how the image looks when it needs adjusting. Vertical hold is as it's stated. This dial stops the image from rolling from top to bottom or vice versa. The degauss button sends an anti-magnetic pulse through the CRT to remove or reduce or neutralize a remnant magnetic field. It makes the image clear of funky colors or distortions. Focus is just that. It makes the image clear. The right side of the Mobile TV 1 has an external antenna connection for VHF and UHF. It also has a slider switch for internal or external antenna setups. There is a headphone jack for silent use. There are 2 external power connections, one for 12 volt, one for 12 volt DC, and the other is 120 AC volts. On top are 2 dials. The larger one is for tuning and the smaller one is for volume. The volume control is also the master power switch. On the rear is the battery box. It holds 10 D cells. Looking at the data plate, this machine was built under the 1968 Radiation Protocol Safety Act. Looking up the FCC ID, a web search seemed to indicate Orion Electronics of Japan probably made this machine for Montgomery wards in 1981. Opening the battery box, I discovered 10 corroded D cells. I did a quick clean of the box with vinegar, though it seemed like the vinegar had no effect. Vinegar is used on alkaline spills, and soda is used on lead acid spills. You can see my results. Earlier I stated the batteries were probably in series producing a total of 15 volts, with the full understanding there would be a voltage drop due to cell drainage over time. If you look at the picture in the upper left hand corner, you will see that the DC input voltage is 12 volts DC. That could indicate that the batteries are not in a series only circuit, but maybe some series parallel circuit configuration. A series circuit will keep the amperage or current consistent for a longer time, but there will be a voltage drop due to cell creating internal heat from the chemical reaction. Parallel circuit will keep constant voltage over a longer time, but the current will be affected. Series parallel circuit configuration may have been used for a more balanced power source, and with the DC voltage regulator in place, it would still yield 12 volts DC to the circuit. At any rate, I cannot confirm anything without a schematic or disassembly of the set. Another thing you should question is the fact that it has alkaline batteries in it. Yes, alkaline batteries were available in the 80s, but they are very expensive and most people use basic carbon type batteries. A pack of 12 Energizer alkaline D cells costs about $18 from Amazon. In 1980, a similar pack of 12 alkaline batteries would cost $26 from Radio Shack. Non-alkaline or basic carbon type D cells cost about $4.08. Basic carbon D cells is the route most people would have taken back then, especially since Radio Shack was giving away free batteries to shoppers in their battery club. In 1896, Ward's first competition came from a dude named Richard Warren Sears. Ward's employee Robert L. May created the character Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the 1939 Christmas season. Ward's opened his first store in 1926, and by 1930, Ward's was the #1 retailer in America. Montgomery Ward's is still open and has returned back to its roots of being a mail order business. Today we would call it a .com or online retailer, something like Amazon. There you have it, my overview of the Montgomery Ward's Mobile TV 1. If you like this video and would like to see more, please consider subscribing. If you want to be notified as soon as I post a new video, click the bell icon. All questions and constructive comments are welcome below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.